along! That stopped recorded? No, it didn't, brother. Oh my goodness gracious. Lord have mercy. How the fuck are we doing? What's good? Eagles won yesterday. Thank God. I was going to say thank God because the Phillies lost, but I don't give a shit about baseball. I'm finally done pretending. I gave it a college try. What's good, gang? Holy shit. Long weekend, dude. I had to go to I'm a family man. You guys know that. I had to go to my girl's brother's, I guess my wife. I recorded a podcast on Thursday and my fucking phone storage ran up. You know me with the cloud, dude. I'm always beefing with the cloud. I got beef with them. But, yeah, I had to go to my girl's brother's soccer game. He scored a goal for me. I don't want to say it was only for me, because there was other people there, you know. But you can tell it was for me. He kind of winked at me, and I was like, that's my boy. Was I annoyed it was soccer? Yeah. You guys know how I feel about that. You know, it's, we did win that war, you know, so I don't know why we're still playing that. You know, that was a Revolutionary War. Yeah, we kind of kicked our teeth in with the help from the French. I'm not happy about that, but what can you do? I'm a history guy. So yeah, we did that. What the fuck else did I do? Dude, I watched the UFC. Fluffy Hernandez put it the fuck on. He put it. Why am I blanking on his name? Michel Pereira. Oh, dude, beat the fuck out of him. And I was kind of glad, you know. I like he has fun fights, but he's a fucking weight bully a little bit, you know. Well, he was not anymore, but Fluffy Hernandez put it on him, and I was glad because I was looking at my girl's face when he walked out, and I was like, my body's not that good. So I was like, I hope he gets vanquished, and he did. He got beat the fuck up. Got it put the fuck on him, dude. It was brutal. But dude, I think me, Naeem, Rob, my boy Leon are gonna stream the UFC this Saturday. It's 2:00, so let's get it. I had to go do a show in Jersey on Saturday night that I didn't realize. I gotta read stuff. I gotta start reading things because it was outside in a tent and I showed up in a white t-shirt and my nipples were slicing through this shirt. Slicing through it. And yeah, it's just tough. Did I destroy? Yeah, of course. You know I did. But it was good. I hate when people are like, I crushed. I'm like, no, you didn't. It was good. But I don't know what the point of that was. Completely lost it. What I do want to talk about is how America's ruined the culture of the dive bar. That's what I was talking about in the podcast that I was looking. It was literally like, I was at work, and you know you get those Facebook sponsored ads. Everybody's like, why are you on Facebook? I'm like, I'm on Facebook to watch people I went to high school with fall apart. That's why I'm on Facebook. Why else would I be on Facebook? Why else? I want to see fucking loser comedians posting. I want to see people complaining about court cases. I want to see child custody battles publicly. Like, where else am I supposed to see that? That's my ESPN. Alright? I don't like watching Around the Horn. I want to watch a couple fat chicks I went to high school with get busy in an argument over politics. That's what I want to see. I want to see chicks with 2 baby daddies apiece argue about, you know, geopolitics. I love saying that word, geopolitics. I must have learned that at some point. I don't know what it means, but I like throwing that one out. It feels good, right? Rolls off the tongue. Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see girls with a combined 97 IQ argue over who should be the president. You know? It's like, it is what it is. That's what I like to get into. If I could set up like an actual fist fight between them, even better. There should be a DraftKings, like that's what they should do. Like you should be able to actually. I've also presented this idea that there should be an app called Fair Ones where you can just, you know, you get an argument on Facebook, send them a Fair One request, people sign it, you meet up and beat the fuck out of some guy you're arguing about a couch with you want to buy on Facebook Marketplace. $1 billion idea, I think. You know? But yeah, so that's good stuff. I was going to say something else. Oh, Trump went to visit the McDonald's that I used to go to growing up. Crazy. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I could believe it. It's like, I feel like the town I grew up in is like a very split town. It's on the cusp of Northeast Philadelphia. That's where I spent most of my childhood. beautiful, sprawling half acre of land with the house my dad's alcoholic grandfather built. My stepdad's alcoholic grandfather, a little tiny Irish man, built it with his bare hands. It's crooked as shit. It's right next to the turnpike wall. It's tough, you know. That's how you know you kind of grew up. You ever realize, like, my parents had no money growing up, right? I didn't realize, I thought we were balling. You know what I mean? Like, my parents, I remember my stepdad, they used to bring us to Atlantic City, Trump Tower, which is interesting because my parents do not like Trump, and they used to love taking us to Trump Taj Mahal. You know what I mean? Best chicken fingers I ever had, Trump Marina. But yeah, they used to love bringing us there, but then I thought it was because, like, we were doing okay. I have to put shit in my hair, it's all weird. I thought it was because we were financially doing okay. I find out later, it was, I mean, my grandfather was a gambling addict. It wasn't really presented that way, but looking back, I remember having a conversation with him when I was like 15, and he was like, I won $2,000. And I was like, oh, how much do you have to spend? And he's like, oh, well, we put like 4 G's into it or something. Or like a 17, I forget what he said, 17, like, whatever he had bet over the past, like, months was like $4,000. And I was like, you lost $2,000 then. That's not how. You know, I've always been business savvy. I was like, that doesn't check out. But Trump came to the McDonald's I used to go to as a kid. Coincidence? I don't know. You tell me. Bowl Cut Foster was in there. Getting a supersized fry before that fucking communist. What was that guy's name? Brandon something. Brandon Stanley. What was that guy's name? Supersized me, that fucking loser. Did you know that guy did that documentary? And his fucking, like, remember his, like, liver was failing in his kidneys? The guy was a fucking alcoholic, I find out. I guess this is, like, common news. I always get stuff a little late. I'm like, my brain lives in a mountain village in Dagestan. We get world news, like, I used to do a joke about it. Like, I don't hear about anything that happens in the world until hot chicks start complaining about it on Instagram. You know? I see a heartfelt post, and then the next one's a fat ass. And I'm like, if my whores are upset about them, we gotta get to the bottom of this. Enough with this Palestine nonsense. You know? I completely forget where I was going with that. But yeah, Big T-Dog was there. Counter protest. And I'm like, dude, you're a loser if you went to see Trump, and you're a loser if you went to protest against him. And, you know, I know some people, I don't mean you're like a real loser, but I'm like, dude, you couldn't fucking pry me away from the couch yesterday. I got shit to do, dude. It's a nice day. You know what I did yesterday? Ordered McDonald's. My girlfriend DoorDashed McDonald's, which I am violently against. Because fast food, it doesn't travel well. Everybody knows that, man. It just doesn't. Like, you know, McDonald's, it's got to be piping hot. Oh, I really lost steam. Oh, that's what I was talking about. The downfall of the American... What the fuck did I go? Oh, because I started talking about Facebook. Oh, retracing my steps. Follow the breadcrumbs. Back to your brilliant point. No, it was, Oh, yeah, I went on Facebook and there was a sponsored ad for fucking Carhartt. And it's like, okay. The guy in the car, it's a guy and a black lady, which, beautiful, all right? You know me. I'm not racist. You guys know I'm only kind of racist. Just kidding. But it was a beautiful white. He kind of looked like me and Butterly, like, combined into, like, a lumberjack, but a fake one. But, it was him and a lady, and they both had power washer, like, nozzles and handles, and I'm like, it's in a warehouse, and they're both in outdoor gear. Like, do you guys even give a fuck about the working man anymore? Huh? My culture's not your fucking costume, all right? And I know it's a hack thing to say at this point, but I was annoyed about seeing that, and then I had to go meet my girl for dinner with 2 of my friends, and I fucking get to the, I get to the restaurant, I'm early, so I go to the bar for a citywide. If you're not from Philly, it's a fucking high life and a shot of whiskey, and it's delicious. You know what I mean? I almost ran over a lady. She was ugly, it would have been fine. She would not be missed. Yeah, I fucking So I get to the bar and I have a citywide, and it's one of my favorite dive bars. It used to be my fucking bar when it was right by my old apartment. You know me, dude. I was crushing pussy in there. It was bad. Well, I wouldn't crush pussy in there, but I'd bring my pussy. I would bring my BYOP. Bring your own pussy. You know, you're not gonna meet any pussy here. It was a bunch of fucking guys who swung hammers. You know what I mean? And I know I'm not a carpenter, but I swing a hammer for staples. Sometimes I gotta put in wood. I don't have time to explain it. I gotta get off the thing in a second. It's still dark going to work, dude. The grind never ends. But yeah, I used to bring fucking chicks to this bar because there's a pool table. You know me. Yeah, so I fucking get to the bar and it's like, there's guys in car. I'm looking at the fucking guys. First of all, you know nobody works for a living in the bar, because if you go into a fucking dive bar and there's no cash on the table, you know you got fucking pussies in there. You know why? Because dirtbags don't put their debit, like, you don't run a tab. You run it with the pile of cash on the bar. So I asked for a citywide and I'm looking up and down the bar, and I'm not kidding, there's at least 35 painted fingernails. And I don't care. I don't care that you paint your fingernails. That's all right. But I don't want to see you fucking dressed like me with painted fingernails. Like, why are you dressed like a fucking welder with your fingernails painted, dude? And there's guys who can pull that off. And I wasn't looking at any of them, right? They all looked like they were fucking... They all looked like they were running sound for the Pixies or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, what do you do, fucking lighting for Dave Matthews Band? Why are you dressed like that, dude? It's fucking annoying. And a lot of people are like, don't be a hater. Let people do what they want. And I say, no, I don't want to let people. You can do what you want. I hate that everybody can just do... I don't have a problem with people doing stuff, but I'm allowed to talk shit on it. What happened to fucking bullying people? Everybody's like, bring bullying back. I'm like, never left in my book. I'll fucking bully an old man. I'll bully a kid. I have zero problems with that. How the fuck are you supposed to improve as a person? My girlfriend bullies my wife. My wife bullies me. Look, my energy kicked up. Yeah, my fucking, like, what are we talking about? How am I supposed to improve? I need you to be mean to me so I can step it up as a man. All right? Christ. Fucking drives me nuts. Bunch of guys drinking fucking... I don't even think you should be able to... How about that? I don't think you should be able to drink High Life unless you fucking work for a living. They should be a scanner that checks the fucking your hands for cuts and fucking calluses. Be like, nah, Bud Light Lime, whatever. Like, not the gayest beer, but you can't have the manliest beer. A Bud Heavy, a High Life. What's the Canadian one that those dudes drink? Molson's, that's not that gay. Pabst. I know I'm missing some non-gays. Heineken, little gay. Little light in the loafers. I like a Heineken. I like it. But it really pissed me off, dude. Fuck, I just spit out my toothpick. Oh. But yeah, that's that. Ironic me coming from, I'm a fucking working man with a fucking chain. Yeah, I'm a little Italian. I got like 12% Italian in me. Nothing's more jarring than looking at yourself in the camera while you're talking like this. Look at this. Right there. Oh, you'll see it. Right there. See those fucking bins? My boy Benny, when we lived together, have I ever talked about this? My boy Ben, shout out Benny Boz. He fucking, dude, biggest kleptomaniac you ever met in your fucking life. We used to go to parties and we would walk into the party and about 45 minutes later, we had a little system. I would go steal the tap from people's kegs. I had to have talked about this. I would go take the tap off a keg because you get a $60 deposit. I would get drunk. Give me an hour. I'll slam a few. I'll take that tap, put it down my pant leg. If anybody says something, I might do something about it. I will fight over $60. I'm 19, 20 to 24. Yeah, so we used to steal that, and Benny would grunt up in the fucking... He would just... I wasn't a fan of this. Because a tap, victimless crime. They already paid for it. They're just not getting it back, all right? That's on them. Was I a dirtball? Yes. Did we sell a lot of weed to people and then steal it back off them? Also, yes. And I'm not sorry. Your parents paid for you to go to Shippensburg. I'm going to grab off some ounces and steal them back, okay? That's on you, dude. You got to get streetwise. I taught you a lesson. But yeah, he would fucking run up in the house and come back with fucking 19 iPod touches. The iPad's wearing out and people are lucky because run up, get done up. But yeah, there was no point to that except for making myself look like a bad person. I'm not sorry. All right? I gave you guys 15 minutes. We got big news coming for the pod in a couple weeks. Maybe this week I'll post about it, but we got things are happening. All right? The boys, we're taking a step up. All right? And if you guys want to come with me, come with. If you like how rugged this is, it's still going to stay rugged. Rugged, raw. And you know I like it raw, dog. But, yeah, we got some news coming. And I'm not transitioning to another gender. Speaking of that, I watched a documentary. We'll talk about it. Holy fucking Christ. Some, like, murderers, like... Guy fucking killed a guy in a bar fight. Not even a bar fight. It did sound like the guy was a bit light in the loafer. Somebody teased him, stole his bike, and then they went outside. The guy stabbed him up. Shocker, 20 years later, he's like, oh, I was crazy because I'm trans. I'm like, okay. Like, I don't care, but, like, hey, man, when does one winner gonna come out and be like, I'm a lady? You know? I've never seen one guy who's crushing pussy be like, I'm switching. I'm like, I don't know. All right, sorry I said that at the end. Excuse me. Excusez-moi. I love yous.